And before we wrap up, as New Zealand gear up to take on England in the mega final of the Cricket World Cup 2019 this weekend, Times Network caught up with the captain who has won a World Cup for Australia, Steve Waugh. The Aussie legend, however, says England is going to lift the trophy this time. Waugh also spoke on how MS Dhoni should not be blamed for India's loss, stating that it was the Kiwis who were a better team that day.
It's the big match, the final of the World Cup 2019, and I'm joined by Steve Waugh to talk more on it. Sir, it's the big match, England versus New Zealand. What is your take on it? You know, the founders of the game and the overachieving underdogs.
Both sides deserve to be there, and of course we'll see a new winner of the World Cup, but that's exciting. England, in front of the home crowd, tournament favourites, they'll be very keen to put in a great performance. And New Zealand lost a bit of form towards the back end of the before the semi-finals, and then had an amazing win against India. So this presents an opportunity for a country that is mad on rugby if they win.
But who are you picking as your favourites to win the World Cup? We are getting a new champion, but according to you, who is it going to be?
I can't really go past England. I think it seems the moment is right for these guys, particularly the way they played against Australia. That was a comprehensive game of cricket. But look, I'm happy for either side. I think both sides deserve to be there. I'd be excited for either country to win, but I think if I had to pick one, I'd probably go for England.
You know, talking about the Indian cricket, once they were knocked out of the semi-finals, there was a lot of talk about MS Dhoni and whether he should retire, whether he should not retire. What do you make of, you know, this process of people getting after players to retire? Just what do you make of it, sir?
Well, look, I think you get all the accolades all throughout your career. You're going to cop some the other way as well. I think it's unfair on him. I mean, he didn't cause India to be 3 for 5. He came in when it was a difficult situation to win the game. He got them within a striking distance, and it fell apart at the end. But I certainly wouldn't blame him for the loss. I think he contributed 50 runs and gave India a chance. So it probably should be more positive than negative, the comments.
Do you see him playing a bit more, or do you think, you know?
I don't really know. I know with MS Dhoni I never played against him, unfortunately, but the guy's a proven match winner. Whatever he touches turns to gold generally, and he hasn't had too many losses over his whole career. So I think he'll be a pretty good judge of whether he continues. I don't see him sort of being the guy that plays on for the sake of it. He'll only play if he thinks he can improve or have an impact with the team.
And you know, I have one final question. We talked about the match versus New Zealand. India played some very good cricket, you know, throughout the tournament. We topped the league table, but it was the match versus New Zealand. What do you think went wrong? Was it the pressure? And you know, you've seen the Indian cricketing culture. What do you make of it? What exactly went wrong? And does it have something to do with that?
Look, I don't know. It's just sometimes it happens in cricket in big matches, and New Zealand bowl well, and when you lose 3 wickets in the first 4 or 5 overs, it really puts you out of kilter and sends shockwaves through the rest of the order, and it's hard to recover. So I would put that down to just a day that just happened. I think 9 times out of 10 India would have chased 240. They would have got that target. But for them, unfortunately, there was a great catch by Nisham, an outstanding run out by Guptill. Things just went against India, and they just couldn't quite recover. So it was one of those days where it didn't go right.
But a beautiful tournament for Rohit Sharma, you would reckon?
Yeah, of course. I mean, 5 centuries, that's incredible. And yeah, he'd be disappointed he missed out in the big game, but you know, you can't get runs every match, and 5 centuries is really is a phenomenal performance.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.